Now we are going to look on the part which is economic system. On economic system, we have three economic systems. The first economic system is capitalist economic system, and the second one is socialist economic system or communism or economic system, and the last one is mixed economic system. Starting with capitalist economic system, you should know the meaning of capitalist economic system, characteristics of it, advantage and disadvantage of it. Now, what is capitalist economic system? Capitalist economic system, this is economic system which is characterized by private ownership of major means of production. So you should know the characteristics of capitalist economic system and the advantages of it. Now let's move to another part, which is socialist economic system. Socialist economic system, this is the economic system which is characterized by collective ownership of major means of production like machines, land, and other means of production. Here you are supposed to know the characteristics of which, you are supposed to know the advantages and disadvantages of which, and the last one is mixed economic system. The mixed economic system says this is economic system which has the characteristics of both capitalist as well as socialist. Therefore, this has both characteristics: capitalist economic system, of those in capitalist economic system, and of those in socialist economic system. And in this, you are also supposed to know the characteristics of mixed economic system, advantages and disadvantages. Thereafter, we are supposed to move on another part, which is production possibility frontier curve. Here, you are supposed to know the drawing of it and the meaning of it. Say production possibility frontier curve. This is the locus point which shows the relationship or the relationship between the scarce resource and how can it be can that scarce resource be used to produce a quantity of products. That is production frontier curve. You should know the drawing of it as well as other parts which concern this production possibility frontier curve. Now, we are going to look also on the issue of nature of economics. Before we move on, you should know the drawings of production possibility frontier curve. Make sure you know it. How it shift up, how it shift downward. You should know all of them. You should know the issue of attainable point. You should know the issue of an attainable point. All such issues should be in mind. Now let's move to another part which is nature of economics. The nature of economics here, we are talking about, is it economics an art or a science? You should know also if economics is science or an art, but generally economics is both an art and science, because it poses the characteristics of an art and it poses the characteristics of science. The main thing to know here, you should know the issue of the characteristics of science itself and the characteristics of an art. Then those characteristics, do they found in economics? If they are found in economics, then economics also is an art or science. Thereafter, we are moving to another part, which is the definition of some terms which are being used in economics, such as scale of preference. We have choice. Now, what is scale of preference? Scale of preference, we say, is a list of items starting with the most important one, lasting with the less important one. That is all about scale of preference. Another issue is choice. Choice is a selection of items in a list or in the scale of preference which has an alternative uses. That is choice. That are some definitions of some parts. Also, you should know what is human need, what is human want, its difference, and you should know why resources are scarce. You should know what is scarcity and things of the kind.